It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. It is 7 a.m. and we have some nice warm weather outside. No coat, no jacket, just a nice short sleeve shirt, and the wind cracked a little bit driving in today.
This was the morning I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I can officially say it's spring now.
Yes.
This is that morning
Yes.
you're waiting for.
Unlike places in Erie, Pennsylvania, where it says that Erie, Pennsylvania is within an inch of a historic record of snow. I'm glad it's in Erie, Pennsylvania, not here.
I'm with you. How about you? Jerry? How are you this morning?
Man, it was a trip driving in. The sun, it was kind of hid behind clouds. It was just a weird looking, you could stare right at it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, pretty morning.
Coming up at 6:50.
So you slept in then?
No, I got up early today.
Yeah,
You did?
Well, yeah.
Wow, that's good. Anyway, how's the Brood Awakening?
Very good.
Good.
I actually got a cup today.
You did?
Yes.
I saw that.
I'll be.
You'll be running laps around the TV station by 9:30.
Here in about an hour.
Anybody drinks their coffee this early morning shaving their nose by about 9 a.m., you know. Sprouts hair in rare places. Anyway, be sure to check out Brood Awakening Coffee, as you heard in the introduction. Three locations to serve you. BRMC Lobby, which is our hospital. Then you got Balmer Boulevard. And you got 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness in the Walmart area. Lowe's, Home Depot, and everybody out there. And you can go out there at Brood Awakening. You can get cupcakes and coffee and burgers. And then, you know, you got the chain restaurants out there as well. But you're not going to beat Brood Awakening Coffee.
Or come by here and grab your cup, watch the show. We've got ladies with a bunch
We'll even
of
bring out the other
quilts
couch
and
over
stuff.
here,
You
bring
can
it out,
come
and put
see.
it over here on the floor, and
There you go.
watch the antics go by, you know. Where else can you have so much fun at 7 a.m. on a weekday?
Oh, you just got to have Jerry and a phone. That's it. He'll call somebody first thing. Oh, sorry, did I wake
Morning,
you up?
Nell.
Morning, Nell.
Love you.
We love you, Nell.
Oh, Brood Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you. Check them out. And just remember, if you're not drinking Brood Awakening, just drinking muddy water, right? Roller Funeral Homes brings you the morning prayer each and every day across the state of Arkansas. They will serve you with the utmost respect and help you with your time of need. And so across the state of Arkansas, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you the morning prayer each and every day. Let's pause for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in Genesis 1:1, it says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." There it is, straight and to the point. Yet science and mankind try to prove your scripture to be wrong, yet we know it's true. So it goes on and on that every day someone wants to convince others that there is either no God or God doesn't exist, or even that the Bible is false. Yet we'll read our history books and we'll believe that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were presidents of the past, yet we've never seen them or any proof. Sometimes our stupidity can cancel our faith, and so my prayer today is give us a new revelation. Help those that don't believe learn the truth, and that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day across the state with all our respect. From Roller Funeral Homes, when the time arises, Roller Funeral Homes. Then Gregg Farm Services brings you the morning weather. Erie, Pennsylvania. 1 more inch to go. It's like, give us another inch, give another.
What are you bringing
Erie,
up?
Pennsylvania,
Erie,
within an inch of
Pennsylvania.
historic record snowfall. Keep it in Erie, Pennsylvania, you know.
Well, the town's name is Erie.
It gives it away, doesn't it?
Something
And
bad needs to happen
it's in
there.
Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
so
Yankee
You
land.
kinda
My
expect
goodness.
this.
There's really something up there. Whew. I think Chicago's supposed to get more snow today. We'll look at the radar here in a minute. We've got 66 degrees. Well, let me go back. Let's go back to Gregg Farm Services first. We got to look at this. We got some time.
all right, we'll change it up.
Yeah, change out. Let's go here. On the farm, around the home, in the community, store specials announcement. This is what I enjoy. This fun part right here. There we go. This is what's going on. Look at this. Find the best mower style for your needs at Gregg Farm Service Outdoor Power. You got the Cub Cadet, the Exmart Push Mower, and Husqvarna tractors there as well. The Midway Feed Store, 870-481-5165. The Power Shop, 481-5226. And Mountain Home Store, Power Shop 2, 870-701-5171. Be sure to check out all these current specials. Right here, you can click on this and brings it all up. Here's the whole list for April of 18 right here. This is what they've got going on. A lot of things at Gregg Farm Services, both in Midway and Mountain Home.
They carry everything, beekeeping supplies, all the feed for all your animals. They keep mowers, weed eaters, and even Jerry's britches.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it right there.
And look at this, the Husqvarna handheld tool special, 10, 20, 30 sale, 10% off any hand tool in stock, 20% off a second piece of equipment, 30% off a third tool. And of course, the disclaimer, prices shown are full retail. All items must be purchased at one visit to qualify for graduated discounts. Discounts will be applied as follows: 10% off greatest value. Items of equal or lesser value assigned larger discounts limited to selected stock on hand. Offer good while supplies last. Take a look at these Husqvarna products here.
Nobody listens to that lawyer gibberish. You know.
All you have
that,
to
don't
do is, just say there's stipulations. Just read them when you get there.
I'll hear an ad, and then they'll get to that talking 100
Oh,
words
I know.
a second.
It'll drive
It's
me
like,
crazy.
oh,
I know.
Forget it.
Anyway, be sure to check out what's going on at Gregg Farm Services on the farm, around the home, and in the community. Gregg Farm Services brings you morning weather. 66 degrees in Mountain Home and Harrison, 60 at Hardy, 57 at Mountain View, at 69 in Yellville, 57 at Marshall, 67 at Calico Rock, 44 in St. Louis, but 61 at Poplar Bluff. 150, 165 miles difference there, and about 20 degrees almost. 66 at Branson, West Plains at 64, and Watford City, North Dakota finally got to the break point of 32 degrees.
Plant their gardens.
There you
They're
go.
ready to go now.
Another 2 degrees, and they'll be short sleeving up there.
That's some beautiful list of weather, though, right there.
Yes, it is.
I can live with that.
Now, here's that radar. There you go. Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, South Dakota. Getting that precip right now, and I guarantee you that's going to be snow. There's questions of whether or not the ball game at Wrigley Field could be played today because they're fighting snowstorms up there about every other day.
Jeez.
So you can see the radar right here. Most of the country clear, just a little bit up in New England, just spotted throughout the country, but the main focus right now is Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Northeast Nebraska right there. Highways in Arkansas seem to be clear. We'll hit that Little Rock stop for you real quick. 62, 412 east and west is clear. 65 Little Rock to Branson looks like it's in good shape. Highway 63, 160 going into West Plains. Highway 67 Little Rock to Poplar Bluff. And let's see, Batesville along Highway 167 in good shape there as it goes northeast to southwest. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55 in Arkansas look good. Back that up and we'll take a quick look at Missouri. We'll go ahead and hit the St. Louis stop here. We'll get most of that. I-70, I-44, I-55 from the state line all the way up looks good. Columbia, Jeff City. Back it up and go to southwest Missouri and that Springfield stop. There you go. Kansas City, I-70 to Jeff City in good shape. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla, and St. Louis. It looks good, good, good. Gonna be nice.
How about the forecast?
Well, let's see. Let's go to Baxter.
You know, we always have to bring up how about the forecast because I don't think he cares about tomorrow. All he cares about is right
now.
now.
Right
So
now.
I'm looking at tomorrow.
Right now. Okay.
I
Here
like
we go.
your
Today,
outlook,
high of
Joe.
67. Thursday, high of 60. Got a little bit of a cold front coming through. Got a little bit of breeze coming through. Friday will be a high of 63. Saturday, a high of 63. Saturday night, storms come through into Sunday morning. We're going to be in the low to mid 60s for the rest of the week. High of 67 today, and then drops down to about 60 for tomorrow. Low tonight about 35. Low tomorrow night about 35. And Friday night, the low will be about 41. So it's not too bad. That's not bad.
I can
Very
live with that.
nice.
You know.
Not quite camping weather, but we're getting
Close. And now this important update.
Oh no.
National League Central, Pirates 11-6, St. Louis Cardinals 10-7. Let's see, Cubs 3, 4. There it is, 7-8. They're one game under 500. Ooh. Cardinals are 3 games above 500. And who did the Cardinals beat last night? The Cubbies. Or as Brad Hallworth calls them, the Scrubs.
I'm surprised they played last night.
They did, and the Cardinals beat them. Yay!
In Wrigley Field.
At Wrigley. Yeah, and I think through 6 innings they had walked 6 Cardinals, so they were. It was quite interesting. Anyway, what do you got in
So if
community calendar?
somebody likes the New Mexico Cardinals, how would they go to their website?
The who?
NewMexicoCardinals.com. They wanted to keep up with these stats.
New Mexico Cardinals.
All right, this community calendar brought to you by So Smart Sewing Center, located in the Ozark Shopping Mall.
Just because you called and woke her up.
Well, you got to pay your
You
bags.
got to make amends
Yeah,
somehow.
that's right.
She's
So
still scratching her head over that phone call.
that's my men's right there.
For the record, Jerry invited another guest down here 3 minutes before the show started.
Well, I told her she'd come in 15 after.
You know, we
She
should
had
have
to be
we
here
should have
at 7.
recorded that phone call. That'd been great to play back when it's a show. 2 minutes. 2
They're
minutes.
going to start wondering what I put in the coffee every day down
We
there.
ought to call her right now. Put her. No, see,
She's
you got to
still-
be careful.
She's
with
still
that
laughing,
line.
Jerry.
Oh, we can patch her right through.
I know, but we might start getting a cussing. I don't want that on air. All
I
right,
don't think
here-
the FCC would want that either.
Probably not. All right, this weekend, Friday, April 20th, kicks off the 56th annual Arkansas Folk Festival in Mountain View, Arkansas. It's going to be a artisan market. Opens at 11 a.m. on Friday. Food vendors will be there all day. Live music all day. If you've never been to one of these events, it's hard to describe, but there's like a musician every 25 feet.
Yep.
I mean, that's the way it is. And you just pick out your favorite one, sit down right there, and enjoy the show. I went out. Here's a prime example. Billy Don Burns, well known in this area. I got a private concert from Billy Don Burns just because he walked up, grabbed another musician's guitar, said, "You want to hear a song?" I said, "How about 3?" So he played 4. Had my own little private concert. And same day, Friday, you have an old-fashioned contra dance on the courthouse square that begins at 6:30 p.m. And I don't know anything about contra dances, but I've heard that they're a lot like line dancing.
Really?
With a little Scottish and French twist on it.
Well said. Well
Okay.
said.
Saturday, same event. Artisan Market opens at 9 a.m. The parade opening ceremony begins at 10 a.m. And then you have music all day. So get on out there to the 56th Annual Arkansas Folk Festival.
Yep.
And here we go. Mountain Home Kindergarten 2018. The dates are April 23rd and 24th.
Spring
Time-
registration.
Yeah, spring registration. Time 4 to 7 p.m. And you get on out there and register your kids in kindergarten. You'll need a Social Security card, immunization, and shot records, kindergarten physical, and birth certificate or official hospital record if your name is Obama. So, moving right along.
How many people caught that one?
April,
We're going downhill this morning quick.
April 22nd, Singing Men of Arkansas, free Arvest concert. It's going to be 2 p.m. at the Veda Shed Community Development Center. And I heard that this is just going to be fabulous singing. So
Yeah, I've heard some clips of them, and they are amazing.
we'll have
They
to
really
get
are.
one for Friday's show just to tease people with it.
And of course,
Night with your
Mount Christian Academy, Night with Your Night, the annual father-daughter ball. The Night with Your Night is Friday, May 11th. Tickets $25 each, or the father-daughter ball $22 each, or VIP $28. This is the main fundraiser for the year for the Mount Christian Academy. You can call them at 424-6622. But a lot of people
Ma'am?
looking forward to this.
They're great memories that'll last you a lifetime. It's well worth doing.
Yep, it sure is. All right, we've got coming up the Quilt Show. The Searcy County Quilt Guild, all creatures great and small, will be Saturday, April 28th. That's my teaser. We're going to break because we've got the ladies here, and we've got quilts everywhere. And it's going to be very good, very colorful.
Everywhere.
And looking forward to this. The folks drove in early this morning to be up here in Mountain Home for the show. So stick around. Going to be talking about the Searcy County Quilt Show, the Searcy County Quilt Guild. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take a break and be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
7:17, almost 7:18 on this April 18th. We want to welcome Bonnie and Susie here from Searcy County Quilt Guild. I was so thrilled to get that letter, about this so that we could do some talking about the Quilt Guild. So I'm just going to let you ladies have it and tell us all about the Quilt Guild and what's going on in Searcy County and probably folks in Marion County as well, too, with this. So it's all yours. What you got?
Well, on April the 28th, we've got our quilt show that's coming up, and the theme is all creatures great and small. We're going to take entries in on the 26th, and if you contact Bonnie or I before then, we'd be glad to meet you somewhere or email you the forms to pre-enter. And then the 27th will be our judging competition, and we have judges from out of our area that are coming in, and that the EHC building in Marshall will be closed to the public at that time. And then our show is on Saturday from 9 to 4. And we've
how many quilts do you think you'll have show up?
We're hoping for about 150. We're right at 100 now, and we've still got 2 weeks to go.
Good.
We've got lots of...
So now, is this strictly for Searcy County, or is it open to anybody that can see this?
It is open to anybody, and I'll let Bonnie take that part because we've got lots of people coming from out of our area.
I'd like to give you a little brief history of our quilt shows, and I mean very brief. Yeah. April 2013 was our very first one that we had, and it was held at the Heritage Art Gallery in Leslie. And it was not a judged show. They called and asked. They wanted displays of quilts to show to bus tours and all that came through. And so we took some down there and set up our first quilt show ever. And it about 50 people came through that year. Our quilt shows are every 2 years, and we try and set them on the years that Hill and Hollow does not have theirs, so we don't compete with each other. So then in 2014 we had our first one that was judged. The theme was Ozarks in Bloom, and that one was open only to our guild members and to a few others by invitation only for people who had helped our guild in some way or another, taught a program or something like that. And we had 104 people that came to that one. Then the next one was 2016, and the theme of that was celebrations, and it was open to anybody who wanted to enter a quilt. And we had 111 people at that one. Wow. So now this year's is All God's Creatures, Great and Small, and again it's open to anyone who would like to come. Susie and I have pushed really hard to advertise this, so we're hoping that our numbers will grow even beyond what we've seen so far. So far, we have quilts coming from Marshall and St. Joe and Mountain Home, Harriet, Yellville, Harrison, Clinton, Bruno,
Good.
Mountain View, and Bull Shoals.
Good.
So we are having a good representation.
That is good.
The thing that I like about our quilt show is, you know, when you go to county fairs, there's not much room, and you only get to see a slice of the quilt. But at the quilt show, these will be on full display. And
full open?
Full open. You
really?
can see the whole quilt. So we're always excited about that. And it's not too late to enter a quilt. You do not have to pre-register, like Susie mentioned, but they do have to be turned in by Thursday, the 26th of April, at the fairgrounds in Marshall.
That's a week from tomorrow. Yep.
And there'll be a big green sign that will direct you to the fairgrounds if you don't know how to get there. I'll have forms there, and I will certainly be glad to help anyone get their quilt registered in. The show itself is Saturday, and it will be from 9 to 4. We will have the drawing for the Opportunity Quilt, and the Viewer's Choice will be awarded at 4. And then for all those out-of-town folks who entered quilts, we'll pull their quilts down first so they can get back on the road to go home, and we won't keep them any longer than they have to.
Yeah,
So-
folks coming from Mountain View to Marshall, well, I imagine they just run Highway 14 over there or something, but that's a pretty good little drive. Probably, 75, 80 miles from Marshall and Mountain View?
Not quite.
Not quite?
Not quite.
About 60?
It takes 45 minutes to an hour to
That's
get
not bad,
there.
about 50 miles,
That's
yeah.
how I see
Yeah,
things.
we clock it in time, not mileage. Makes the trip shorter.
And you know, the roads in between over there are getting pretty good. I've been down Little Rock a couple times on Highway 5, and they're doing some good road work.
That's our good
They are.
highway department.
You betcha. Doing
They
good. So, lost my train of thought here. I can see this thing getting bigger because, you know, every 2 years, you know, people can really, really plan, and they can, in 2 years, there's going to be 2 years from now, you're going to have some outstanding quilts, hopefully, because we've helped advertise this and people can actually see. We're going to have the parade of quilts come up after the break. But when you're looking at a quilt, what makes one better than the other? I mean, I can see just sitting, they're not unfolded yet, and we're going to unfold them here, come up after the break, and have the parade of quilts so people can see. But when that judge is looking at a quilt, is it the color, the arrangements of the colors, the color coordination, or how the stitching is? What exactly makes...
Yes.
All of the above.
Really?
Yeah. Bonnie and I both have been judges at county fairs and district fairs in the area. So I don't know that we've got any more of an advantage than anybody else on that, but if you're hand quilting, your even stitches,
You look to see that the points match.
and you don't lose points. Quilters will know what these things are, but there's a lot of factors out there. Your colors, you know, what catches the judge's eye, and that's where you bring in a Judge's Choice Award. Traditionally speaking, there's no particular type of quilt that one wins over another. Just workmanship, eye appeal, quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consistency of your stitching is extremely important.
Wow, never thought of that. Okay, for three guys that don't know anything about quilting,
Okay.
he owns a restaurant. I'm a mechanic by trade. Jerry's a furniture refinisher. Teach us step 1, 2, 3. Let's say you want to make a baby quilt. Where do you start? I mean, what do you even look for? I literally, my daughter-in-law in North Dakota has started quilting. She's got some gorgeous things that she sits right there and hand sews. Where do you start? I find it amazing. You know, I think it's a form of art.
Right. It is a form of art, and thank you for saying that. A lot of people don't acknowledge it as art, but it is. It's a way to express yourself, your inner self. You know what's in here, and that's where I start. I start with the design, whether it's an original design or a pattern, that somebody else created, and then you go down to your local quilt shop, find your fabric, and if you don't want to go there, if you already sew, then you should have what we call a good quilt fabric stash, or fabric stash in the sewing room, and we both will admit it that there's a little bit in there.
Which is a good thing.
Well,
I think so.
One of the first basic steps you do is to find yourself a local guild and join it.
Yeah.
Because
very important.
quilters are
That's
so
kinda like your
good to
network.
teach each other.
Yeah.
It is a good network, and on that note, we'd like to invite people who don't have a guild to go find a local guild, and if you're in our area, we'd love to have you.
Well, Marshall's not that far from here for folks from out on the run down there. It's only 55 miles down.
It's not, and the guild that meets in your area may not meet at a time that's available to you, but we meet on the second Monday at 10 a.m. at Searcy County Fairgrounds in the EHC building, and we'd love to have anybody that doesn't have a guild home to come join us. We have programs every month, guest speakers sometimes, and sometimes it's just one of our guild members that does the teaching, and we glean off of each other.
That's good.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can learn from a fellow quilter.
Mountain Home has a fine guild here,
They
Hill
do.
and
Really?
Hollows.
They do.
Yes, and they meet during the day and also have one that meets in the evening. So, in fact,
We gotta
I
have a
belong.
quilt guild competition.
Oh no. Hill and Hollow
that, she's on three.
kind of mops us up at our quilt show. They are excellent quilters, and I belong to that guild. I belong to 3 guilds. One in Bull Shows, Mountain Home, and Marshall. And Susie, I believe, belongs to more than one guild. Do you?
I'm just unofficially one.
Okay.
I do meet occasionally with a couple of other people, but very occasionally.
But they're all willing to share, and I
good.
glean a lot from my other guilds to take back to Marshall. So they're great ladies, all of them, and very generous people. Wow. Speaking of generosity, I can tell you right quick of some of the disaster and community quilts that our guild does.
Really?
And we are not an exception to the other guilds. We all do this. But we have made quilts, and you remember when Moore, Oklahoma had their really bad tornado? We sent several quilts down there.
Wow.
Also to some of the tornadoes here in Arkansas and in Missouri. We even sent quilts to when the tsunami happened in Japan. We sent some quilts there. We support Arkansas Children's Hospital.
Is that it?
Burnout victims.
Little Rock.
Burnout victims. Searcy County Health Department, we have for 2 years given quilts to all the mommies that were expecting their babies in their Well Baby Clinic.
Yep.
We give quilts to the hospitals in Mountain Home and Harrison.
Good.
We did over 200 doll quilts for Operation Christmas Child boxes.
Yep.
So there's a lot that we do. My personal favorite, though, is making quilts for children who have to go to the hospital over and over and over. Like for kidney dialysis or
We're going down to St.
cancer.
Jude's in Memphis, yeah.
And I like them. To me, it's like if they have their own quilt and make them a little bag to carry it in. they have a little piece of home with them
Exactly.
when they're in the hospital, and maybe we'll
Exactly.
bring them some comfort that way. I hear about these. Sometimes people will just tell us, about a child.
Yeah.
HIPAA laws makes it kind of hard
Yep.
for us to find out from doctors or anything. So I might hear one at the prayer request time at our church. I saw a story once in a newspaper about a little boy that had some kind of disease that was ongoing and would affect his whole life. But yet his picture in that newspaper, he had a smile
There
from
you
here
go.
to here. And I thought, I have got to make a quilt for that child. And so I did, and got to meet the mama.
Good.
And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's just different ways like that you find out about the kids, and that's
It means a lot to 'em,
that's
too.
my deal that I like to do, and of course the other ladies also do it. But
Searcy County Quilt Guild presents All Creatures Great and Small, Saturday, April 28th at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. free admission, Searcy County Fairgrounds in Marshall, Arkansas. We're going to take a little bit longer break so we can get the parade of quilts ready. So after the commercial break, we're going to be bringing out the quilts so everybody can see. So Scooter, line them up. We may have to do a camera reset here on one of the cameras, so give us a minute or two. We'll be right back.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed that every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon. Your White River Getaway starts at Cotter Trout Lodge, where you find convenient, clean, and affordable accommodations right in the heart of Cotter, Arkansas. Take advantage of the Natural State Fly Shop across the road for all your supplies and guided fly fishing needs. Countless delicious homemade menu options await to satisfy your hunger cravings at the White Sands Cafe. Your complete White River Getaway is cradled in the east arm of the historic Ruthven Rainbow Bridge at the Cotter Trout Lodge, Natural State Fly Shop, and the White Sands Cafe.
Hi, I'm Ricky.
(7:34) and we're back. We're visiting with Bonnie and Susie from the Searcy County Quilt Guild of Searcy County, Arkansas, Marshall, Arkansas. Jerry, you ready to walk around with some quilts so everybody can see? Okay, I'm going to get up here and we're going to let the ladies talk with Scooter for a minute. Come on, Jerry.
You're stuck with me.
That's good.
They're going to get some of your beautiful quilts up. Man, my daughter got into quilting many years ago, and she loves doing it. She really does. She hadn't done one in a while, but I think she started when she was 9 years old.
Very good. It's a good habit or hobby to pursue. It's a good hobby that becomes a habit.
All right, we're gonna let you talk about it. Hey, no, you got to face that camera. Sorry, we're learning here.
Yeah, come on, let's light that.
I can actually get it in the wide angle better.
Can you?
Yeah.
Let's see if that one. There you go.
I'll let somebody
All right, we're gonna let the
Okay,
ladies
it's
talk
okay.
about
Go
this.
ahead. You can hold it up so they can enjoy
We
it.
want them to see the quilts more than us.
There we go.
This is an example of some of the opportunity or disaster quilts that we give. This particular one happens to be tied. When you come to the quilt show, you will have an opportunity to tie one of these, and it will just go out. This is part of the things that we use the money for our opportunity quilt, to buy the material and the batting and pay for quilting sometimes. So
This is just a traditional half square triangle block that's used on this one. Very simple to do, and we will have one set up at the show that you can come out and learn how to tie a quilt. It's an old way to go, and it's real quick. It's a quick way to get a quilt made for somebody. This is something that they've used through history quite often, and a lot before the different wars and all that our country's been through. Moms would do tied quilts and send them off with their sons or wives for their husbands.
These are beautiful.
This is a Christmas quilt. It's a Borgello, made by a friend of ours. It's a pieced quilt.
That's a big one.
It is.
It looks very difficult, but it's not. That's one of the wonderful things about quilting. Some of them look really hard, but it's simple.
Yep.
Flip it. I mean, just flip that.
Flip it over.
The back. Christmassy, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Very
Yeah,
pretty.
hold that corner there. Let's get the whole picture there because we got that green area. There you go.
Yeah.
Put some there.
That's beautiful.
A little holly and cranberries.
Look at the handwork on that.
Sometimes you can enjoy the quilting from the back side more than you can from the front.
Mm-hmm.
See the pattern on the front of the quilt itself and the quilting on the back.
Why don't you mention the special awards we have?
While we're waiting on them to bring up the next quilt, we've got 4 different awards that are special awards this year. In addition to our regular first, the second, and third places in each category, we have, of course, your traditional best of show. And then we have the best representation of our theme, which is all creatures great and small. And then we have a viewer's choice award, where you'll vote on your favorite quilt. And then our newest addition this year is the judge's choice.
Awesome.
A lot of judges love to have their favorite.
Look at that.
This is the farmer's wife quilt, and it is paper pieced. Each block is completely different from the other, and there's 99 different blocks in that quilt.
My goodness.
What do you think?
We got a prospector come in.
There we
Take
go,
a
we got
look.
guest.
That is beautiful.
Why don't you guys bring that quilt next? And let
Doesn't
Susie, the pink and gray one. Yes.
Come on in, join us.
The quilt they're bringing up next is our opportunity quilt. This one you can purchase tickets for up until what 3:30 the day of the show. The tickets are going to be $1 a piece or 6 for $5. The name of this quilt is called Log Cabin with Perspective.
It's almost like a 3D quilt.
It is very 3D. And since you mentioned that, turn that quilt upside down.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You get a
I heard
different
it's
perspective One way you
Oh,
look at it
man.
and you see that it looks like you're falling into each block, and the other way it looks like you're trying to climb out of it.
Let's turn it back around.
That is impressive.
The monies that we raise from this quilt.
Well, now I've never looked at it sideways.
There you
That's
go.
pretty
You're climbing
cool,
up
too.
the mountain.
That is amazing.
It looks like it's cubby holes and stuff.
Yeah, it does.
All
is
of our guild
impressive.
members made blocks, and we put them together. Susie put them together.
I sewed all the blocks together, and another lady, a friend of ours, Brooks, did the quilting, and did it on her traditional domestic sewing machine. She's good at that. That's hard to do. But the money we raise from that quilt will go to furnish our community disaster quilts. I say community. Our community seems to be worldwide.
No, it's not
that's
a peacock.
not a peacock. Turn it 1/4 turn.
Yeah,
there you
there you
go.
There you go.
This one's entered in the thing category, all creatures great and small.
And there's one of each on there.
Yes, there's
one
a great
one and one small one.
Way down at
What
the
did you
bottom, there's
say
a
that
small
was?
one.
What did you say that was, Jerry?
A peacock.
He called it a peacock.
It's an elephant.
No, it ain't an elephant.
That is an elephant.
Look down there on the bottom.
That's a mouse.
You bone head.
And then this next little quilt is also, I think, entered in the thing category. Yes.
Yes.
It has all sorts of creatures. Yeah,
It does.
all sorts of creatures.
That is nice.
And it's an applique. It's traditional hand applique quilt. Baby quilt.
You couldn't argue that that's not art.
Oh, no.
I'd tear
It's
you up
definitely
in a
art.
debate if you didn't call that art.
Good.
Are you coming to our quilt show? We'll let you make a speech.
I'll be glad.
Either that or we'll call you up for the county fair. We need judges for those too.
What happens when you like them all? You know, I mean,
You
Well-
know, it can be really tough when you get down, especially to best in show, because the judges don't always agree.
That's fine. You can go ahead and do those next.
We had classes.
We had classes on this block. It's
Why
called a
don't you show the
snail's
little
trail.
bag first? Because that's an easy
You
picture.
here. So you want to get that shot right here? Can we get that?
This is a snail's trail block.
One of those blocks of
Yeah.
the four is the snail's trail block itself.
Unreal.
And then you take that and change the way you lay that block out, and it'll come out like this quilt that he's holding in his hand here.
And turn it around the
It-
other
it
way because
won't
you're
look-
looking at the back of it.
Yeah, it won't look anything like it.
This is
No,
the
that's
back.
the back.
Take a look at the monitor. We have it. Hold,
Okay.
hold
And
Up.
turn it 1/4 turn that way. The other way.
There.
That way.
No, Susie.
Am I looking at it wrong?
It's cats. Turn it where
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see
Oh,
the
yeah.
cats.
Dale, you have the cat.
No,
head
the
of the
other way.
cats.
The other way.
This
All
is
right,
fun.
Now you're upside down. Now you're upside down.
Okay, guys, you're fired.
It's a roller coaster.
You're upside down, guys.
Okay.
That looks like a bull, don't it?
Well, turn it over and let's see if it looks like a cat.
Well, an elephant looks like
There
that.
we
Whatever
go.
you call it.
And so that's that same snail's trail block. It's just laid out differently.
And
I'll
the
be
snail's
darned.
trail on that one is where the cat's tail is.
And the back of it's just as beautiful.
It is. It is.
Last year we did block of the month. We had a new block every month, and this was our block in May. This was the traditional snail's trail block. We got a call from the guild in Harrison and asked us to teach the snail's trail at the annual Harrison workshop this year.
I'll be darned.
So we challenged each and every one of our members to make a different project for that for display at the workshop. So now we have a separate category to enter in at the fair, at the quilt show. I'm sorry, I have a fair on the brain.
But
this
we'll
morning.
hang them all together in the quilt show so
They'll
you
be
can
ju-
see all the different
Yeah, they'll be
things.
judged in the category they fit into and then displayed together in the workshop section.
I'd like to apologize. Next time we will get some better models that actually
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to take a break, and I need more coffee. And then we've got, how many more quilts we got? Are there 4 or 5 more to go, I think?
Just a few.
Just a
Probably
few more.
half a dozen.
More with the quilt parade after this. Stick around.
Be right back.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$7:47 on this Wednesday morning. We've got the Searcy County Quilt Guild here, along with Bonnie and Susie and Scooter and Jerry, and everybody's here. And do a little bit more talking, then we're going to do another round of Parade of Quilts. So it's all yours.
We would like to let everybody know that we have a country store that you can shop at the show, where we've got all kind of little handmade things, books, magazines, anything you'd like to buy, and most of it is going to be under $5, you know, good little shopping experience. Wow. We also have Country Corner Quilts from up north of Harrison. That'll be our quilt shop vendor this year. And we also have a private fabric dyer from the Clinton area that'll be joining us. And she'll be selling her wares that day. And she'll come in May to our meeting on the second Monday at 10 a.m.
And what was that title again? A fabric
dyer.
So you can actually get the colors that you want?
Well, you can get the colors that you hope to get.
The ones she gives you.
Well, hand dyeing your fabric is an art in itself.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful work.
Hand dyed material is beautiful.
You have to have special material to get the dye to work?
Natural fibers
Yeah.
is the one thing that I know that you have to have. You cannot use anything synthetic.
Has to be like cotton?
It has to be cotton or wool or linen.
Really? Wow.
It's something like that that's a natural fiber.
I
You can't
remember
use
used
a
to get-
polyester to.
What was it?
Won't take the
50 years
natural
ago, you
dye.
used to get this stuff in a box you poured in the washing
Rit
machine.
dye.
Rit dye. You still use that?
You can.
Really?
I'm not sure what she uses, but we'll find out.
It's a secret.
It's a
It's a secret.
Secret formula.
We'll find out in May when she comes to our
There
guild
you
to
go.
teach
Come
us.
join us and you can find out too. So those are our two vendors in our country store. So when you come, don't just come with yourself. Bring your wallet so you can buy tickets for the Opportunity Quilt and spend some money at our country store.
We ready to do some more parade of quilts?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Jerry.
We got our two models that are going to get up and model our
models.
Our models. I'd like to
Model our quilts.
announce our models. We got Jerry and Dell.
Okay,
As
Jerry.
long as
here we
there's
go.
not a
Come on.
swimsuit competition, we'll be good.
All right, Jerry.
This is a quilt that was made by one of our ladies for her mother. It's
Called Schoolhouse Block.
Oh.
The red schoolhouse.
And the back of this one is pretty cool too. It's
I love that they got creative on the
do it
back as
upside
they did
down
the
again.
front.
Of course, chickens on their head.
There we go.
Like I said, I'll find some better models.
Try the kindergarten.
I didn't
Oh,
say
you said
that.
to be
I
serious,
didn't.
right?
Oh, that's a classic. I love it.
I'm good.
Jerry filled in on the show and he actually prayed for his rooster one day.
Oh, just throw them over there. We'll fold them up later. This is a machine pieced quilt.
I like
And
that.
this one coming up is, one of our ladies in our quilt guild is just excellent in everything she does. We can't wait to see it. And this is one of her quilts this year, and it will be entered in the quilt show. Is that not beautiful work? And this one you really need to show the back because it shows up the quilting beautifully.
Which camera are we on? The middle one?
Yeah. That's amazing.
That looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? We get to sit, flip, what was it supposed to count? Let's do this, just flip it and hold and see the back of that stitch. There you go. Look at that.
That's unreal.
Beautiful.
That's a feather stitch. The design, the quilting design on that one, it's a feather pattern.
There's some talent in there hills, ain't you, Jerry?
I like the Dallas Cowboy colors, but I don't watch football no more.
Maybe they'll do better this year. You'll get back into it.
I hope so. If they can learn how to pray again, I'll be all for it.
This is just an example of some of our baby quilts that
Red and white.
go. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it doesn't have to be extremely detailed to be a beautiful quilt.
True.
Sometimes the fabric says it all.
This is the last one.
No, there's one more down on the bottom.
There's one they're saving to last.
Oh yeah. I forgot which one it was.
My monkey.
Boy, look at the color here.
That'll pop on TV.
Oh, it does. This one's called a stained glass. It's made with batik fabrics on the front, and it has a dyed fabric on the back. Not hand dyed, but it was dyed by somebody.
Ooh, that is cool.
My goodness.
We can get Jerry to catch up. There we go. If there's any kindergartners out there watching that want to be better models,
Don't encourage him. Just ignore it. He thinks he's funny.
That was my joke to begin with, though.
I know, I'm just using it.
Look at his handwork over here.
Oh,
Looks like some 60s psychedelic we can
thank you.
Which one we like now?
Then way down on the bottom, underneath the purple quilt.
We got one last one.
Oh, yeah. This one?
Yes. Oh, no, we have two more. Show the little black and white one first.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
this one.
that
Yes, this is an example of crayon quilts. You just use regular crayons and you color your fabric, and then you set the color by pressing it with an iron, and you can keep repeating that process to make it darker or lighter. This is a real fun project to do if you got grandkids. Let them do the colored blocks and then you could put them together, and it's just a lot of fun.
It's good for your 4-H groups, your school art classes, or anything like that. You just use regular cotton fabric, regular Crayola crayons, and an iron. And
Now that we got a camera guy, he's getting in
anybody
close.
can do that for sure.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
This was also a group project we did. Each one of our members took a block home and colored it and brought it back, and Bonnie sewed them into a baby quilt.
That's impressive.
Oh wow, look at that.
So you know the kids would love to see their artwork made into a quilt. So
I love it.
And then this next quilt that's coming up is an example of design, your own original design. This will not be in the quilt show. It was in it already, but I did this one. My sister and I were driving down the road one day, and we went to the Little Rock Zoo all the time, and we always laughed when we went into the monkey house because we wondered who was watching who. So I made this quilt, and we just kept saying, well, wouldn't it be funny if? And so the more we talked, the more I liked it. And so on this side that you're looking at is the man looking in at, or is the monkey? No, the monkey looking out at the man, whatever, you know. Then turn it around, and you see the back view.
Looking out of the cage.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
You see that?
It's Jerry looking at Dale.
And the monkey even has a little extra detail. He's made out of fur.
Yeah, he's fuzzy, soft and fuzzy. So that was just a fun quilt. That was really my first attempt at doing an original design
and then
thing.
Look at the perimeter here. Look at all the detail here around the perimeter.
That's called a confetti block, and it may look hard, but it is so easy to do.
It looks hard.
Look at that. Look at that detail.
Unreal.
So if you come to the Quilt Guilds, we'll show you how to do that, and people will think you just are so talented for doing such hard blocks. And they're not. They're not.
We'd like to thank Gil for coming in and running the camera for us, getting us a little closer up shots.
Thank you for the chance to tell everybody about the quilt show.
And I want to thank Gil and Dan Reynolds for allowing us to do this on Hometown TV. This is what it's all about.
Yes.
I mean, look at this talent. My goodness. Now, I know nothing about quilts, but boy, I tell you what, there's some, I mean, the handwork and the banana where the monkey was holding it, the colors, just unreal. Once again, Quilt Show. The Searcy County Quilt Guild presents all creatures, great and small, Saturday, April 28, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with free admission at the Searcy County Fairgrounds in Marshall, Arkansas. It's on Highway 65. And put a tie in the Compassion Quilt, vote for favorite quilt, shop with vendors, win a quilt, drawing at 4 o'clock. Anything else what we need to add to that to kind of reiterate?
Not for the quilt show, but following the quilt show in October, our guild is going to work with the local Marshall VFW, and we're going to enter in the World War I Quilt Challenge.
And that's open to anybody.
This is the 100th anniversary of World War I.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I'm sure none of those are men and women are still living.
So what kind of ideas are you coming up with for that?
Wow, there's a lot.
Perhaps the flag at that time. The stars were different.
It could be. It could be.
One lady has made her quilt already, and she has things on it that her grandfather wore on his uniform, and you can put pictures on the material, and she has this.
You could get a little teary-eyed or a lump in the throat on some of this stuff, let me tell you.
You make that like a memory quilt, and you can use photographs and take the photograph and embed it into fabric through your computer, and you can use that as one of your blocks or multiple blocks on there if you had multiple ancestors.
Yeah.
You know, there's hundreds of different ideas, and if you're interested in this, you can give us a call. And
what's that phone number?
My personal number, the home number, is 870-448-4877, or my cell phone is 870-221-3173. And I can give you more information on any of the information on the quilt show or the Quilt Challenge with the VFW, or basically anything else you need to know.
There you go. Wow. Once again, Searcy County Quilt Guild presents All Creatures Great and Small, Saturday, April 28th, free admission, the Big Quilt Show in Marshall, Arkansas, coming up on the 28th of April. We are running out of time.
I want to personally thank you, ladies, for coming in and showing us all these.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the letter, and call anytime. Love to have you back on.
Thank
Out
you.
of time,
Welcome
back tomorrow. Have a great day. Enjoy the weather, folks. See you then.
Stay tuned. Jim Bumgarner up next.